If all humans suddenly dropped dead, would the nuclear power plants ruin the Earth? It may surprise people to learn that the area around Chernobyl is teeming with wildlife as humanity has retreated from the hot zone. HTTPS. Nuclear power plants, even in the worst possible meltdowns, are not influencing much more than the local area. A nuclear plant meltdown doesn't equate to a nuke being detonated in the area, and even if it did, it's still limited. Nuclear is scary because you cannot see it, but misunderstanding is why it sounds as scary as people believe it to be. No, they are tiny, and the Earth is massive. Power plants also have failsafes that work the vast majority of the time. Not really, some damage from containers deteriorating and having leakages. But the Earth would balance and revive itself in 50-100 without human interventions and damage. There was a simulation over a decade ago now. I'm sure there are more recent ones since if you look it up. There was also a neat simulation of a zombie apocalypse by mathematicians. If you're curious, humans lose fast. Idle hands may be the devil's playground, but idle geek minds are fun. Everyone is focusing on the damage being minimal if the reactor did get damaged or melt down. But the important thing is that this wouldn't happen because of the physical failsafes in place. It takes active effort, operational error, or physical disruption, earthquake, tsunami to damage a reactor to the point of failure. No, see Life After People. Great series that goes into great detail. No matter what humans do to the planet, the only thing we really destroy is our own race and other species, of course, not the planet. The Earth will bloom again in some millions of years. Likely with new types of creatures walking around here breathing the air. Hopefully smarter and more peaceful creatures. Questions about what would happen if humans all disappeared suddenly are asked quite often. An author called Alan Weissman wrote a non-fiction book about exactly this thought experiment. It's called The World Without Wikipedia.org wiki The World Without S, and it's excellent. I think there was an alternate future documentary about this. Most nuclear power plants have shut down fail-safes if they don't get service. History Channel ran a short series answering just this question. I mean, it was History Channel, but it was an interesting thought experiment. HTTPS. Basically, the Earth will heal itself and eventually remove of all traces humanity. They all have fail-safes for this. They just submerge the rods, and the reaction won't go critical. Nuclear power is steam power. They just use the heat to boil water past turbines. The smoke you see on the tops is just water vapor. Pretty neato. I'm sure there are failsafes in place that would shut the plants down before they melted. I mean, even the asteroids that made the dinosaurs go extinct and obliterated a ton of life didn't ruin the Earth. The Earth continues on. I ran a control room at a nuclear plant. There's like 5 fail-safes. It would just eventually shut down safely. Nothing exciting, haha. Locally it would be bad around some of those power plants, but no, the Earth would not be ruined. Power plant meltdowns aren't the same as a nuclear war in that any contaminated fallout would be highly localized, probably less than one of the Earth's surface for a few decades. I'm certain that properly run and constructed nuclear power plants will automatically shut themselves down if there's no one running them. They should all be designed to shut down if there's a lack of input. Though I can't imagine having the fuel hanging around in the reactor with some graphite for the next several thousand years won't have some repercussions when erosion breaks down the building. There's a video floating around that simulates what you were describing. According to them, it will fuck up the area for a little while, but eventually it will be like it was never there. No, I can't really be tied to this share, but we've been secretly training squirrels to run all power plants. There's a series called Life After People that goes on and on about the details of this. 30 minutes into the people leaving all the way to 500 years in some cases. One episode is specifically about power plants.